Imagine you open a file for your science project and instead of a neat table, you see a chaotic wall of text, just names and numbers separated by 1,000 commas. No rows, no columns, just a mess. Most students panic and close the file. But what if I told you that this mess is actually the secret language used by NASA, global hospitals, and every major government database on Earth? Today at STEMBridge, we're going to be talking about CSVs and tables. We're going to learn how to turn that wall of text into a professional, searchable table in just seconds. Whether you're handling experiment results in a lab or prepping for a statistics question in your FBISE exams, mastering this language is your first step to becoming a data pro. First, let's define the DNA of these files. CSV stands for comma separated values. Think of it as a spreadsheet stripped of its clothes. No colors, no bold text, no fancy borders, just the raw data. Line 1 is the boss. This is your header row. It tells you what each column represents. And every line is like a life. Every subsequent line is one single observation or record. And the commas here are the walls. Each comma acts as an invisible boundary between columns. You might be wondering, Arish, why not just use Excel? Well, here's the secret. Excel files which are .xlsx, they are very heavy as they store formulas and formatting. But CSV is lightweight. It's just simple text, meaning that it can be opened by any sort of device from a high-end PC to a basic smartphone without needing special software. But how do we actually read this mess without getting a headache? There's a four-step manual process and a one-click digital shortcut. Well, to convert CSV to a table manually, you follow this algorithm. Firstly, you identify the headers, which is the first line we talked about earlier, and then you split every line at the comma, and then you align your values under the headers. But instead of doing it by hand, you can use our CSV to table converter on STEMBridge stats. You just paste your raw data, click on convert, and instantly you get a sortable, searchable table where you can identify the mean, find the highest score, or prep a graph. In FBISE and O-level exams, they won't ask you to code a CSV, but they will ask you to extract data from a table. Understanding how that table is built from a CSV makes you 10 times faster at spotting variables. Now let's try this. Assuming I gave you the line Aisha 16, 82, and A. Now could you tell me what is the variable for the value 82? And if this was the first row of data after our header like name, age, score, and grade, what does A represent? Drop your answer in the comment section and I would love to check it. You've now learned the world's most common data format. From raw text to structured tables, you now speak the language of data scientists. If this breakdown made CSVs feel less like a mess and more like a tool, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Check the link in the description to try our CSV to table tool yourself and ace your next lab report. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next lesson.